Hello, what is up, boys and girls? It is the Gamer Guy HD here, and I'm finally home alone. So I feel that it is the perfect time to start recording. Well, not to start, but I feel like it's the perfect time to do commentaries and whatnot. Because although I'm the one who live upstairs in my house. My sisters are always like yelling, and I get their background music, and then there's a TV downstairs, and everything's just so loud, and I get all this background sound when I'm doing commentaries, which I never like. But let's forget about that, and let me let you guys know that I'm going to be starting a series on this channel. It's not like I made the series or anything like that, but it's a series that a lot of people are doing, and that some of you guys have asked me to do, and I actually wanted to do it too. It is high school stories, just pretty much just me about my stories when I was in high school. Well, when I was in high school. I'm currently in high school, but I want to talk about my freshman year actually. Everybody's freshman year is pretty much different. I mean, if you think about it, depending on which kind of person you are, how people see you, whatnot, you get different year outcomes. I mean, if people like you, then you're gonna have an awesome year. If people don't like you, then you may have a rough year. If you're one of those people that take things really too seriously, then your year is gonna be horrible. If you can just take like name calling one and just brush it off, then it'll be awesome. But my freshman year was actually not that bad. I was really worried about it because everybody was like, "Oh, freshman year, you're gonna be lost in the new school, and everybody's gonna be picking on you because you're a freshman." But it's really not that bad. I mean, now that I'm a sophomore, supposed to be a junior, but we'll worry about that later. Now that I'm a sophomore, when people say, "Oh, look at that freshman," or whatever, I actually giggle a little bit because I remember when I was in that position, and I'm not gonna lie, I like to call people freshmen too. In my school, being called a freshman is just pretty much like insulting, just like a bad word in the high school. But I don't know. I guess that's all the high schools. I don't know. You guys let me know. But when I went to high school, I was actually kind of worried. After my first day, I pretty much just went to the high school, went to my classes, got lost a little. But it really wasn't that bad. Right after that first day, I realized that this was going to be a piece of cake. I mean, I have to get through high school to get to college, so it's only another 4 years. One thing that did happen to me though was there are 5 floors to our school, and I was lost. So I asked this random guy in the hallway, just go, "Hey, do you know where this classroom is?" He goes, "Oh yeah, go upstairs to the 6th floor, and that's where it is." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I end up going upstairs, and I just see this bright door, and it turns out that door led to the roof of the building. So that was like a really big mistake that a lot of freshmen make, and we just like to make that happen. But when I was a freshman, I mean, I was still really into video games. Like, I still am, obviously. But I don't know. I'm that kind of person that is so much of a hardcore gamer that I don't care what people say. I'll openly announce that I'm a hardcore gamer, and gaming's what I love to do. That I go home and I go do soccer, and then I do gaming and whatnot. And yeah. Lunch in the high school was actually really, really horrible. When I had lunch there, I mean, it was just nasty. I mean, we had pizza and the cheese was green. I'm not kidding you, the cheese was green. Like, I would never eat pizza no matter what, because it was so disgusting. Friends actually do help a lot in high school, because if you are coming from the 8th grade, well, my high school starts at 9th grade. I don't know if that's all around the US, but the friends that I had in 8th grade and 7th grade just pretty much carried on into the high school, and that was a really big help because, you know, I would see them in the hallway and I would be like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" Like, I wouldn't feel so lonely. I wouldn't feel like I was in the high school doing this whole high school experience by myself. I actually had like some friends to be there with me. As cheesy as that may sound, they were there with me. I was there with them, and I mean, friends just made it awesome. One of the courses that I took in high school that was really probably like the easiest class you'll ever take, but it was really awesome, is robotics. I took robotics. We pretty much just went in there, made robots out of Legos, made parts move, done. So pretty much you get an easy A for playing with Lego, something you were learning to do when you were like 4. It was pretty awesome. The teachers in my high school are really amazing. Like, they are funny. I have some teachers right now that they just like insult students, like playfully, just like students to students. They'll be like teacher to student, and it is just hilarious. Like, the teachers and the students get so along in our school. Well, some of them. I have this one teacher that I just wanna get out of his class as soon as possible. But yeah, like my English teacher, my math teacher, they're just awesome. And yeah, I mean, freshman year, people said it was gonna be tough, but I don't know. I took it as a challenge, I guess. Me personally, it wasn't that hard. Now that I'm trying to think back right now to my freshman year. I mean, I was called a freshman the whole year, but as the year went on, it started to go down. On my bus, I mean, I have a lot of friends there. I have 2 of them that have YouTube channels. Well, 3 actually. They have YouTube channels. So we're just talking about YouTube the whole time, but I'm probably the one that just takes up the whole conversation about YouTube. And I mean, to them, I'm still a freshman just because they're older than me, but I don't mind when they call me a freshman because they're like my friends. So I don't know. I guess you guys can sort that out yourselves. But yeah, freshman year was really easy for me personally, and I'm currently in sophomore year. I'm picking on freshmen just like I was last year. But guys, make sure if you guys are gonna pick on freshmen, don't be messed up, because I'm not gonna lie, some people really were messed up when I was a freshman. Like, they would just insult the crap out of you. I mean, it's fine to play around, but just don't like mess with them, because it sometimes really does affect people. It didn't really to me, but I know people that it really did affect. So yeah, I don't know. Funny enough, this week at our school is bully-free week, so there's no bullying. But yeah, thanks for watching my commentary, guys. Stay tuned for more high school stories, and I will see you guys later. Hopefully you like this. Comment, rate, whatever. Thank you so much. I love you guys.